one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Rough so far for him. That's the only way to describe it. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 INTs thus far.
Love the description. Rough, rocky, shaky, all of those things. But this is where you find out about a quarterback, isn't it? This is where you find out about your team leader. Can he handle some of that adversity, bounce back, and give them better play down the stretch? They still have a chance to win.
And this is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Linval Joseph able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Second down, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Cousins now on second down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And an update now from down in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A first down throw for Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments. Or the backup may see some time.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time,
hey, you there?
In the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, you there?
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Hey, you there?
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say He has hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, trying for right, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Well now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Steelers are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Vikings will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's roll those highlights. Now first and 10, Cook's got nothing but space here. And a quick three-play drive ends with a score. The Vikings is now on top. Now following the interception, Cousins got the completion here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 3-yard line. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Cook's going to take it up the middle, and a quick three-play drive ends with a score. As they move on in front, 14-0. We go to the second quarter. The pass ends up being picked off. Kendricks reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Rudolph's wide open on the deep pass. And this two-play drive goes for a TD. First and 10. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Smith's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Offense out now following the INT. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Watt's the one taking it back for the score. Steelers trail now by 19. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. Let's get back up to Pittsburgh as we hand it back over to Brandon Guy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because
Hello?
you know they want him to be
Hello?
there. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
first down. Forced out to his left. Steps away to his left. Whoosh. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hello, anyone there?
Hello, anyone there?
So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And coming in, a man who had great success in college at UCLA, Brett Hundley. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ben Gideon in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Going with a screen for Murray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They're calling a gain at 19, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, good, good. Nice.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run it again with Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Hill able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Hundley. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. I've been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bostic in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Cousins from the gun on third. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go!
Now Hundley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark him down at the 39. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go!
He'll set up a throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll look to throw here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now to the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here we go!
They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Flushed up. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Brett Hundley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They were in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, it's Cook. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. On target over the middle of the hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a threat. Looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That was second down run for Murray. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's at the 50.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
He's back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw. Got a man, it's right. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Forbath will put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out is Brett Hundley and the rest of the offense as they'll take over here. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people. Get out of bounds and get it downfield and try and score.
He's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Bills have wound up winning that football game. Nick Foles, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. And out now come the Vikings. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.